Oh, check. 1, 2. What's up, my brother Ninja?
Hey man, how you doing?
I was going through your comments, and it was actually the most interesting one is on the one where you were talking about Johnny Depp.
Ooh, that's a
There
good
was a
video.
little bit.
I like that video.
There's a little bit of clickbait there, and it wasn't though. But it wasn't. I got it.
Clickbait? I am hurt. The ninja is hurt. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And we're going to talk about some subscriber No, actually, we're going to talk about some subscriber comments because those are awesome comments. And then we're going to talk about idiots. We're gonna just throw it out there. We'll call a spade. People that were one to click. And yes, it was clickbait. It was awesome. And a lot of people make great comments like, "Ooh, the ninja's being sly." Because my job is to try and alert the world, get the world ready for this collapse that we're already in. We still have time to get ready. We're going to probably talk on that too. But it's time to wake up the masses. Well, how do you wake them up? You go into their living room. And this living room was full of Amber Heard and Johnny Come Lately.
Well, here's the thing. I looked today, and they almost had 1 million views in like 16. No, it was like an hour and 45 minutes or something crazy. And that's what people are focusing on.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. The whole world's falling apart around us. And the vast majority of people are watching absolute trash.
And you know what? Honestly, I think the Will Smith slap didn't bring, I mean, it kept people busy for 2 weeks, and now it's done. So now you watch Johnny in his ex-wife Amber snicker during a court proceeding, because that's the new stage. That is the new bread and circus right now. And quite frankly, it's blowing my mind, the sheer amount of people that are watching. But let's throw this out there. 350 subscribers came over, people that watched that video and went and commented, I needed this today. I needed this. Thank you very much. Amazing comments of people that were clicking, waiting to see if this was about the trial. And they said, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea. I'm getting sucked into this propaganda. And the world is literally collapsing around us, and I can actually do something about it." So that was mission accomplished, because my job is to wake up the masses, and not all of the masses are going to listen, but that's why I'm not going to have any problem buying their stuff.
I had a subscriber reach out to me and suggested doing something on Johnny Depp. And I thought, I'm not doing that. I would never cover that. But you took it in a different way, and I thought it was extremely smart.
Thanks. So I guess the ninja's crazy enough, he'll do it. but I did do it on purpose, and I will try and keep doing that, honestly. And I did put it in real terms. It was not clickbait. It was about the trial. I was trying to call out people for being absolutely nuts, for wasting their time throughout the day watching this total garbage, honestly, when they can not only prepare for something that's really crazy, but also thrive because of it.
Can you see my signs?
Oh, yeah, the distraction, avoid distraction. It's so true. There are people that are so distracted right now, and they have no idea, but those same people existed before Lehman Brothers collapsed, and then they lost their home or they lost their job. I'm trying to wake up as many people as I can. And I know I can't get them all, but hey, yesterday we were able to wake up 350 people, and they are 350 amazing people, because anytime you can turn from your ways, right? You're going down a path, and maybe it's not the best path, or maybe it's a good path, but it only has so long to go. It has sort of an end, a dead end. And you can turn onto another path that's like a freeway, and you have all these amazing people with you. That is something to be celebrated.
Hey, if y'all hadn't hit the like button and subscribe, please do, because I'm going to give the ninja some hard questions. I think he's been getting some comments, and we're going to have to talk about it, man.
All right, cool. Let's do it. I could take it. Let's go.
This comment on your video got 134 likes. Oh, so there's obviously a lot of people that feel this way. I'm going to read it to you. Of them. I'm going to read it to you, and I can resonate with these people. I went all the way, before we get started, I went all the way to Phoenix, Arizona to talk to Mark Moss and George Gammon before they were extremely popular, because I saw this thing coming a long time ago. And I was hoping he could help me help the people around me that are going to be absolutely crushed by this thing. And I stayed up all night with him, and he gave no solutions, none, zero. And I admire you for actually trying to give solutions, doing your best and our best to have decent solutions. What's up?
Before you read that comment, because I don't know which one you're talking about, I want to address that, because you ask a lot of these so-called gurus, what can we do? And they don't know. They don't know how to react or relate to you because let's say their net worth is massive or I don't know, for a myriad of reasons, right? But I've made my money, but I still can relate to everybody. And the reason why is because I've always chosen to live very frugally. So I know what it's like to scrimp and save. And people are asking me this all the time, especially videos like that. What can we do? What can I do? And I had one guy, I give this answer all the time, and it's very important. Please listen to this, guys. I am homeless. I have no money. What can I do? And I said, I know you ate yesterday, or you ate last week, or you'd be dead. Why don't you fast one meal, take $2.50, go down to a pawn shop and buy one silver dime, then hide it, put it somewhere. Then next time you can save $2.50, which I know you can, even with begging. Honestly, if this is a real comment, if you are at the lowest of the low, you can buy now a second silver dime. Then you buy 3, then you buy 4. And what you're doing is you're changing your brain, your habits, and you are now becoming someone that has wealth. You may not think it's wealth because 4 silver dimes right now equal $10, but I guarantee you, you're wealthier than most of the nation right now because only 0.1% of people actually have any silver in their hand with no counterparty risk. You have something of tangible value that goes up and down with monetary policy over time. That is what you do.
You've got to have that conviction about it, though, or you're not going to be able to hold on to it in the volatile times. You're going to feel like, so it's important to build that conviction. That's about all that can be said about that. Otherwise, you're just buying a dime and you feel like you got ripped off.
Yep, I agree.
All right, here's the comment. Got to admit, I don't think most of your listeners are exactly excited for the opportunity of the collapse. I feel most are like me, got some silver stacked, been stockpiling food, which sucks because it cuts into my silver buying, but also got to deal with rising rents. Mine just shot up $200, more on top of $100 last year when moratorium ended. Between worrying about my job and making sure my kids will have enough food, it's tough. I don't see the opportunity. I won't be making massive land purchases after a collapse. I just hope I get enough food to get us through and enough silver for if I ever need it. So there's a lot of people like this, man. And you should, the comments after comments, I agree. Most families are just looking to survive. And the reason people fantasize about living in Mad Max worlds because they've never had to. That's the knife collector. You're awesome. He's always got awesome comments. But there's some people with a much smaller channel than mine that thinks he's going to shoot people with his bow. And he's really looking excited for that. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me address that comment. And it's probably going to piss some people off, but the truth is the truth. That is a poverty mindset. That is a escapism theology. That is I just want to do enough to get by. And this is someone that's awake, someone that is, hey, I know something's happening, so I'm doing something to prepare. But if you don't see the opportunity, then you will not thrive. You will not crush it. Because the fact of the matter is, all wealthy people became wealthy because of opportunities or hard times. And more opportunities come from hard times than in good times. In good times, everybody just makes a certain amount of money. Everything's going up. The lifestyle's getting better. Easy credits flowing. Houses are going up. Stocks are going up. And a lot of people think that's prosperity, but that's not prosperity. Your wealth is measured in the amount of time that you could leave your job and still maintain the amount of time that you could maintain your lifestyle without going back to work and being a slave to somebody else.
Now,
if you don't think, go ahead.
Things happen.
Yep.
I know some people that are taking care of their elderly,
Mm-hmm.
That costs money.
Yep.
And there's people that are hurting in different ways.
Yep.
That really, I'm not saying they can't buy a dime, but how much good is a dime going to be in the Thunderdome? I mean, it's going to be better than $1. I get that.
Yeah. So a lot of people like to put time with all events in the world, right? But what they don't do is they look, it's the glass half full mentality. It's, I only have so much time. So it's like, oh, my glass is half full. So I only have a little bit of time, rather than looking at the bottom of the glass and saying, I only have up to go, right? The people that have elderly family members that they're taking care of, or they look at their job is not paying them enough, or they just lost their job, right? It's that half full mentality. My thing is every day that I make a good decision financially, I thank God that this crash hasn't come yet. And I'll give you an example. Not only, I tell people I lost everything I had 3 times, but I don't talk a lot about the time that insurance scam hit my finances. And when my mother died, we were paying for her hospice care, and that darn near broke us. I had 1 year of all of my bills saved up and in the bank, right? I only had 6 mortgages at the time. I had no other debt in my life. An insurance scam came through and they started withdrawing half my paycheck. At the exact same time, one of my renter died out of my last renter in her home. And so I had 0 income coming in from that rental. And then I also had this insurance scam drawing half of my money, and my mom paying her hospice bill. I went into action. I didn't go ask people for help. As a matter of fact, I kept it very quiet. I went into action. I was working 7 days a week, 12 hours days, doing everything I can to save. And what was crazy is at a certain point, as our savings dwindled to nothing. We had about a few $1,000s left in our savings account. My wife went to go pay the current month's bills. And I said, stop, you have to stop. We had to make that hard decision. And we stopped paying our bills. And she goes, what are you going to do? And I said, look, nothing's changing. We're fighting this insurance company. We have lawyers trying to fight it. There's a point where you have to stop and you have to make that line in the sand. And he said, if we pay that $3,000, that's all I have left. Next month we'll be completely broke. And I raced outside and I worked multiple days, just working, doing everything I could. Here I worked a 6-figure job, and I was literally on the brink of collapse financially because of 3 things that happened outside of my abilities. It had nothing to do with me. And I even had a year's worth of wealth saved up. So I didn't have that glass is half full. Every day that I made another dollar was another dollar that I made. And everyone, all they do is they look at these wealthy people and they go, well, I'm not there. You stop looking at that. Be grateful for the day you have and the opportunity you have today. And what happens is that one dime turns into 10, turns into 100. Before you know it, you have so much, you go, well, let me go buy something else. Now I go buy something else. And it just keeps expanding and expanding. My point being is this: no matter who you are, what you're worth, what's your nationality, your sex, your race, any of that crap, no matter what you have, if you start to look at it as an optimist and start saying every day I have an opportunity to do something more than I did yesterday, and then something more after that, you will grind your way out of this. But I'm going to tell you what, if you're that person that just wants to survive, you have missed this opportunity. And quite frankly, I would be sad. I would do some very serious soul searching right now and go, what's life if all I am is a survivor? Because this channel is about waking up people to go help other people. Yes, we're going to get wealthy. Yes, we're going to have money. But the thing is, it's not about that. It's about living the greatest life possible. Don't sit there and survive. No, you're not going to be shooting people with bows and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I know people like that have that mentality. They're going to come and arrest you. I mean, think of a better plan. Like, think prosperity. Don't think about survival. Think about thriving.
Well, speaking of prosperity, the people that made it to the end of the video, I want to provide some solutions. Maybe you do one, I'll do one. I want to really get some out there, because there's people on a fixed income that are struggling already. And there's things you can do right now, like trim the fat. That's the first thing you can do right now. You can get rid of some paid subscriptions. You can save a ton of money. Just go through your phone and see what kind of apps you're paying for every month that you forgot about. And that's ridiculous. You got one?
If you are putting anything on a credit card and you can't afford it, do not buy it. If it is not electricity, gas, gasoline, your rent, or food, don't buy it. Like, that is number one right now, paramount. And most people, I'm not joking, Chris, 60 to 90% of the people that have financial problems that tell me, I literally look at them, look at their car, I ask them questions, and I go, do you own your car? No, I'm paying payments. I'm going to sell it right now, especially right now. You could sell it right now for what you paid for it and go buy a beater. Oh, I'd never do that. I need something reliable. I'm like, it's only reliable in your head. Start changing your perception right now. That's what I would say.
That was my next one. Find something and sell it. You can sell stuff right now. We're at an all-time high. Everything's at an all-time high. I've got a boat out here I could sell. I could scratch around and find things to sell. I've got scrap iron. You can do a lot by doing that. And that's something that you could put in as gold and silver, or put in your nest egg for the deals coming.
You know, Chris's wife came and visited us out here in wine country a little while ago. And I was in my studio and I showed her, I'm like, do you want to see my electric trains? It sounds funny. And I showed her these trains that the same ones that I sold to buy my first house. And she goes, what do you do with these? I'm all, I don't know. I've never touched them. And she goes, why do you have them? And I said, well, I got them at a really good deal. And she looks at me knowing stuff about me. She's like, you're really still messing with this? And I go, my point is there's always an opportunity. I still stop at a garage sale when I see something. I'm like, oh, I could flip that real quick on Facebook and just boom. And I've taught my children how to do that. Everybody has the opportunity. Like Chris said, you sell something and then you go take that money, go walk around to a garage sale and go, shoot, that's worth 10 times that much on Facebook. I'll buy it and resell it. Everybody has an option or an opportunity. And I'm going to give you the last one that I'm going to give right now. I'm starting to fast. I'm starting to teach my body how to take in less crap and take in one meal. I feel amazing. I'm eating less and I'm saving money. And it sounds funny. A lot of people that know me go, you don't need to save money. And I go, yeah, but there's a bigger picture here. And so why don't we start to really show people how they can save money? It sounds funny. But a lot of people spend a lot of money on food and eating and what they eat. And it's like, ugh, you can really start to make changes there too.
I don't like to cut costs that much. I would rather make more money. But the fat, the stuff that you're not going to use, get rid of it. There's a few other business ideas for you people that are retired, elderly, don't know what you're going to do. You're on a fixed income and you're in the red at the end of the month. Keep kids, keep dogs. The dog sitters make a ton of money. You got a small backyard with a fence on it, you can do that. But the point is, get off the couch and do something. You're not doing anybody any favors by sitting around belly aching about how you don't have any money.
Another thing too is there are negative people and positive people, right? Pessimists and optimists. There's no changing that. So if you are a pessimist and you keep asking these kind of questions, get around some optimists and then shut your mouth. And I say that respectfully, but it's like, stay quiet and watch an optimist and then watch how they deal with life and how successful they are. Wealthy people are optimists. The only person I know that has money that is a pessimist is someone that got the money given to them. They inherited it. Optimists are wealthy people. Get around them. I have some very close friends. One of my best friends, Charlie, an eternal optimist, but he crushes it because he looks at things always half full and he's always grateful and things work. They come his way because of the way he sees things.
All right. Well, in closing, I've got a lot of people that are say, hey, I'm running out of money, but their wife's not working. They're not keeping kids at home. The wife's not working. You need to be working 6 days a week. Every day, get ready. Let's go. I'm serious. Now's the time to be accumulating as much cash as possible and turning it into things that pay you to own them and things that are going to pay more in the future, like precious metals. You got anything you want to add to that, Ninja?
Yeah, I think that's a really good way of closing it, to be honest with you, because I think people need to wake up. And it's funny, all the negative comments that came on that video were people that were passing through. We know as content creators who is a subscriber and who isn't. And there was only 2 comments that were like, that's clickbait. And I'm like, you obviously have no concept of what we're trying to do here. There was a reason why you clicked on my videos in the first place. It was because it was something that you were interested in. And then you completely got sideswiped and went, I had no idea he was going to go off on that tangent. And so, yeah, that's exactly what we did. And that's what you're going to do with this video, I'm sure, Chris. And
Absolutely.
It's good because we're trying to wake up the people. We want to we want to take people with us. It's one thing you could be super rich or have tons of fun in life, but it's worth nothing. It's total crap if you can't enjoy it with someone.
Yeah. I'm going to ninja somebody with this thumbnail.
Ninja.
Thanks for coming on, brother.
See you, man. Have a good one.